So you're in the RV or the trailer, you have no AC. How do you stay cool? Number one, you don't. The real question is, how do you cope? Number one, if you can't shave your head, get your hair as far away from yourself as possible. I don't understand it, but the cows just lay out in full sun, even the time of day that they have shade. I don't know how they take it. Black coats, no sweat glands. It must be awful. We are back inside. There's actually not a lot you can do. I'll probably talk in another video about why you should get AC or not get AC. I have not chosen to do it. It's usually just a tiny chunk of time where I suffer through the hot where it can't get much done. But the bottom line is, if you don't have air conditioning, there's really no way to stay cool depending on how hot it is where you live. My record is 108 that I have sweltered through, or the three of us have sweltered through. So people have been living in the heat since the beginning of time. You don't die unless you're unprepared. So we improvise. You like that? The cat won't let me do it. I've never had AC. I've used one of those fan / swamp cooler types of blowers, and if you're not sitting right in front of it, it really doesn't work. The only thing I can do is squirt and run the fan at the same time. But the bottom line is that it's hot. You will survive. You'll probably lose a little weight because you'll be nauseous as you acclimate to the heat, but you will acclimate. So basically, you just kind of suck it up. Obviously, staying hydrated. Keep as wet with the wind on you. It's the best combination. You can do things like wet sheets. You can sleep outside. There's all kinds of different things you can do, but the black heats up really fast, but it actually works better than a solar shower. And then you just kind of wet yourself down, dry off, do it all over again. The biggest thing about surviving the heat is to just suck it up, survive. Don't push yourself. Pay attention to your heat stroke, heat exhaustion symptoms. Don't let yourself get sick. If you are getting sick, go somewhere where you can be cool. People are always offering to let you come in if you really need it. One of the other things I do is I do all my cooking and baking very early. I get up at 4 a.m., only turn the oven on then. It will pass. Nothing lasts forever, and not today, but some days, sometimes even the sun doesn't want to shine. Fingers crossed, the clouds blow in, it cools down, and in just a few short weeks, the summer heat will be over. So windows stay open, closed windows stay closed. It's amazing how much heat comes in those windows. So the drapes I have don't really work, except for this one. That's one of those light heat things that helps keep some of the warm and out, or the cold out, whichever season it is. And then keeping the windows covered. It really makes a difference. So that's a little bit about how I survive or cope the heat in the middle of a heat wave here in the central of New Mexico. Okay, now we're outside. One of the other really important things, not everyone can do this in an RV, is make sure that you have shade. And the way you park, if you look right now, there's no shade. Hardly anywhere. That's because it's noon, and so there's like zero shade. So what I do is I sort of move my chair around. About 2 o'clock we have a good chunk of shade. Then we spend more time outside than inside, because the later it is, the hotter it gets. But you have to negotiate that. If you're at an RV park, you probably can't do it. We're high, we're at 6,500 feet, so I tend to go drive up in elevation. When I was traveling, I would go up in elevation in the summer, down in elevation in the winter. I've been here for a while. It's hot, it's dry, I don't like it, I'll survive it. What's next is I actually go around mostly naked, but I'm not going to show you that because the ultimate combination of cooling down is wind and water in whatever form you can get them. People in the tropics tend to wear sarongs made out of silk, or this is rayon, really light material. When in doubt, look to cultures that have been surviving heat forever, whether it's the air conditioning of sweating in sheets with wind or sarong type materials. Do not underestimate the power of people who've already solved these issues. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget I also have that little book, Get Ready for Your Post-50 Life, if you want to prepare your environment, including climate issues. And with that, we'll see you next time. Of course, most of this stuff is dependent on the fact that there's nobody around me. The more people there are, the harder it is to run around in your birthday suit or your bathing suit.